In January 2025, I uploaded a video every day since I started this channel, and you might have missed some of it, but guess what? Because I created a compilation showcasing the greatest moments to the funniest lore, it's all here. I might hide a few Easter eggs in the video for you to find, so sit back and enjoy and consider subscribing to more content posted every day. A man named Mr. Skibidi notices his shadow moving out of sync. One night, it detaches and starts following him around the house. The shadow whispers, "I've waited long enough to take your place." It pulls Skibidi into a shadowy dimension. Skibidi fights back and escapes, but when he looks in the mirror, he realizes he's now the shadow, and the shadow is living his life. Mr. Risman announces plans to acquire a promising startup to corner the market. Mr. Skibidi investigates and realizes the startup is all hype with no substance. He publicly offers to buy the same company for double Risman's price, forcing Risman to back out to avoid a bidding war. Once Risman withdraws, Skibidi reveals the company's flaws, causing its value to plummet. He then buys it for pennies, restructures it, and turns it into a thriving business. Risman fumes, while Skibidi smirks and says, "Know the game before you play." Why did Mr. Skibidi once threaten to sue Donald Trump? Mr. Skibidi, known for his marketing brilliance, claims he coined the phrase, "Make America Great Again," during a pitch for a global business summit years before Trump's campaign. Outraged, Skibidi threatens to sue Trump for trademark infringement. Trump dismisses it as fake news, but Skibidi drops a bombshell. A video of him using the phrase first at a public event, long before Trump's campaign began. Instead of suing, Skibidi negotiates a deal, securing a lucrative consulting gig and exclusive rights to his original slogan for his next business empire. Skibidi smirks. Why sue when you can win twice? When a tech giant refuses to sell its patented software, Risman gives up, calling it a waste of time. Skibidi, however, spends weeks building trust with the company's board, offering them not just money, but a long-term partnership that benefits both sides. The deal goes through, and Skibidi's company gains exclusive rights to the software. When Risman calls him lucky, Skibidi smiles and says, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Mr. Skibidi notices strange lights and sounds from his neighbor's apartment late at night. Curiosity gets the better of him, so he sneaks over with a flashlight. Peering through the window, he sees his neighbor transforming into a glowing, creepy, tentacled alien. Mr. Skibidi panics and runs, but the neighbor stops him, saying, "You're not supposed to see this." Suddenly, Mr. Skibidi starts glowing too. The neighbor smiles and says, "Welcome back to the hive, Commander." Skibidi realizes he's been living as a sleeper agent on Earth, and now he's in charge of initiating the invasion. The world's first trillionaire used this technique. Mr. Skibidi is a multi-trillionaire business genius. He started by solving small, overlooked problems. He invented a device to reduce food waste, a global issue no one else prioritized. As his companies grew, he reinvested profits into futuristic industries, renewable energy, AI, and space exploration. While competitors focused on short-term gains, Skibidi's vision aimed decades ahead. His turning point came when he developed SkibidiNet, a decentralized AI network that revolutionized every industry. Governments and corporations adopted it, making him indispensable. When asked about his secret, Skibidi simply said, "The key to wealth isn't money, it's solving problems that matter." Monthly Mr. Skibidi Q&A. Number 1. Question 1. Mr. Skibidi, how do you maintain such a powerful Sigma aura? By staying focused on my goals and letting results speak louder than words. Question 2. Do you ever lose your Riz in high-stakes deals? Riz isn't just about charm, it's about confidence, which comes from preparation. Question 3. What's the secret to balancing that billionaire grind with enjoying life? Efficiency. Work smart, not hard, but when you do work hard, make it count. Question 4. Sigma, 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 Sigma. Good question. If you want to be Sigma like me, subscribe to the channel, hit those notifications, and stay tuned for more daily uploads. Remember, the aura isn't what you project, it's what you become. Well, that's all for now, but leave your questions in the comments. I'll answer them next month if you're subscribed. Stay Skibidi. Here are my top 5 Sigma rules for succeeding. Rule 1. Aura is like a billion-dollar mansion. Everyone has one. Rule 2. Your aura is your reputation. Guard it. Rule 3. Never take that L and subscribe to the Mr. Skibidi-chan L. Rule 4. If you're from Ohio, leave. Just leave. You already failed at gaining Riz, so leave. Just leave. Rule 5. Don't worry because you don't need Riz when you're Sigma like me. Those were my top 5 Sigma rules for being Sigma in the Sigma Sigma. I'll see you all again tomorrow for my next daily upload. Good night, everybody. A man named Mr. Skibidi notices his shadow moving out of sync. One night, it detaches and starts following him around the house. The shadow whispers, "I've waited long enough to take your place." It pulls Skibidi into a shadowy dimension. Skibidi fights back and escapes, but when he looks in the mirror, he realizes he's now the shadow, and the shadow is living his life. Mr. Risman announces plans to acquire a promising startup to corner the market. Mr. Skibidi investigates and realizes the startup is all hype with no substance. He publicly offers to buy the same company for double Risman's price, forcing Risman to back out to avoid a bidding war. Once Risman withdraws, Skibidi reveals the company's flaws, causing its value to plummet. He then buys it for pennies, restructures it, and turns it into a thriving business. Risman fumes, while Skibidi smirks and says, "Know the game before you play." When a tech giant refuses to sell its patented software, Risman gives up, calling it a waste of time. Skibidi, however, spends weeks building trust with the company's board, offering them not just money, but a long-term partnership that benefits both sides. The deal goes through, and Skibidi's company gains exclusive rights to the software. When Risman calls him lucky, Skibidi smiles and says, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Mr. Skibidi donates millions to help younger startup businesses in his industry, inspiring goodwill and free publicity. His business rival, Mr. Risman, mocks him, saying, "Charity is bad business." Mr. Skibidi quips, "Good intentions are the best investments." Soon, Mr. Skibidi's donation leads to partnerships with influential organizations, skyrocketing his company's credibility and sales. Mr. Risman tries to hop on the trend but is criticized for being phony. Mr. Skibidi laughs, "In business, the moment you fake it, you forfeit the trust." Mr. Skibidi buys a failing company for pennies on the dollar. Critics, including Mr. Risman, mock him for wasting his money. However, Mr. Skibidi identifies hidden potential in their overlooked technology. He turns the company into an industry leader within a year by streamlining operations and pivoting to a niche market. It's not about what a company is, it's about what it can be. Like and subscribe if Mr. Skibidi cooked. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Mr. Skibidi steps out of a black limousine. His signature aura turns heads as he walks up the red carpet to Donald Trump's inauguration. Reporters swarm, asking why he's there. He smiles and says, "History doesn't watch itself. It needs witnesses like me." As Donald Trump gives his speech, Mr. Skibidi quietly networks with world leaders, securing business deals during handshakes. The twist? By the end of the event, it's revealed that Skibidi's company, SkibidiNet, provided the power generators keeping the entire inauguration running, making him a guest and the secret MVP of the day. Never just attend history, Skibidi remarks afterward, "Make sure you own a piece of it." Let's play a game. I am going to tell you a riddle and offer 4 answers. You need to pick which one you think is right and keep track of your score. Let's start with an easy one. I'm not alive, but I can grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. What am I? Is the answer A, air, B, a cloud, C, fire, or D, a rock? Got it? The timer is ticking. The answer was C, fire. All right, let's keep the brain power flowing. Here's another one. What has cities but no houses, mountains but no trees, and seas but no water? Is the answer A, a map, B, a dream, C, a painting, or D, a globe? The answer is A, a map. If you got both riddles right, you're on your way to becoming a Skibidi-level genius. Subscribe, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. If you made it this far, then subscribe. Subscribe? Okay, just subscribe. Also hit those notifications, the bell. Just hit it. Okay, thanks. And comment, and like the video, do that too. Comment, like, yeah, okay, I'm done. Now thanks. Mr. Skibidi is invited to a high-stakes charity event where the honored guest is former President Joe Biden. A challenge is announced. Whoever wins the contest will get to decide the charity's next big donation. Mr. Skibidi and Joe Biden face off in a crazy obstacle course filled with wild stunts. At first, Joe Biden seems to have the upper hand, but Mr. Skibidi uses his genius to hack the course, quickly turning the tables. In a final twist, just as Skibidi crosses the finish line, the entire course vanishes, and both men are teleported to a secret island, where they're told the real challenge has just begun. Mr. Skibidi laughs. I was just getting started. After being teleported to the mysterious island, Mr. Skibidi and Joe Biden discover they've been placed in a survival game run by a secret organization. The island's AI host announces, "Only one of you can leave, and the winner will control $1 billion fund for global causes." Mr. Skibidi, using his business acumen, quickly forms alliances with the strange animals on the island, training them to retrieve resources. Conversely, Joe Biden relies on sheer diplomacy, convincing the AI to reveal hidden shortcuts. Just as Mr. Skibidi and Biden reach the final challenge, a massive golden door, they realize they must team up to open it. As they push it open, they find a room filled with clones of them both, plotting to escape and take over the real world. Mr. Skibidi smirks, saying, "Looks like this game just got interesting." As Mr. Skibidi and Joe Biden battle their robotic clones plotting world domination, the island's AI announces an imminent self-destruction sequence. Suddenly, the roar of helicopter blades fills the air. Donald Trump, piloting a sleek chopper, descends and shouts, "Need a lift, gentlemen?" With no time to spare, Mr. Skibidi and Joe Biden leap aboard. As they ascend, the island explodes below them. Just as they think they're safe, the helicopter's controls malfunction, and they're pulled into a mysterious vortex. Emerging on the other side, they find themselves in an alternate reality where their roles are reversed. Mr. Skibidi is president, Biden is a business mogul, and Trump is a tech genius. The trio exchanges bewildered glances as a holographic figure appears, declaring, "Welcome to Level 2. Skibidi smirks, "Game on." Let's play a game. I am going to tell you a riddle and offer 4 answers. You need to pick which one you think is right and keep track of your score. Let's start with an easy one. I have keys but no locks. I have space but no room. You can enter but you can't go outside. What am I is the answer. A, a map. B, a keyboard. C, a puzzle. Or D, a door. Got it? The timer is ticking. The answer was B, a keyboard. All right, let's keep the brain power flowing. Here's another one. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I is the answer. A, a shadow. B, an echo. C, a cloud. D, a flame. The answer was B, an echo. If you got both riddles right, you're on your way to becoming a Skibidi level genius. Subscribe and I'll see you all again tomorrow. All right, let's play a game. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Got it? Good. Now double it. Add 6, divide by 2. Now subtract the original number. You got 3, didn't you? But wait, let's go deeper. Look around the room. Something is different. That's right, I changed something. You don't believe me? Check your left pocket. If it's empty, congratulations, you've passed. If there's something there, well, looks like you're still in the game. See you in level 2. If you made it to the end, then subscribe. Subscribe? Okay, just subscribe. Also hit those notifications, the bell. Just hit it. Okay, thanks.